Hey guys, welcome back to Dapper Day. Hope everybody's, good. So, all right, we're gonna start. I'll start off here looking at the market. I'm not really sure what's going on ever since October 10th when Trump did the 100% tariff on China. It showed a lot of weakness in the market, and I think it had a lot to do with everyone was over leveraged. So, like, here's like a perfect example. Pendle, it's a pretty big project, market cap over half a billion. But on August 10th, let's go here, you see this huge dip. I mean October 10th. This is Trump says tariff, boom. We drop all the way down to like from 450 to let's say 330. So, showing a lot of weakness in the market. One tweet shouldn't have done that, but that's where we are, right? And we're trying to recover. But, gold is still hitting all-time high. I think today I think it was the S&P 500 hit an all-time high. Yeah, you can see here we hit an all-time high today. This is the year chart. So overall, markets are going up, man, and over 1 year, 17%. Let me see if it's outpaced Bitcoin for the year. Let me just see. Let's just see. 1 year. No, still up heavy. So crypto's still outperforming, right? You got 70% on the S&P 500 compared to 62% on Bitcoin. So for the past year, we're still up. But as these guys continue to hit all-time high, even though we've outperformed them, we're still lagging. So not really sure what this is going to take. There's a lot of Bitcoin whales that's been in for a while. Some guys sold like over $1 billion worth of Bitcoin, which is crazy. So there's a lot of Bitcoin whales who have been unloading, right? So we have to wait for those people to satisfy their thirst for money, and then we'll start to see the price kind of stabilize. But if you weren't in early, don't worry about those guys. You got to worry about your future. So, we always want to stack these assets because they're going to be the future. That's a fact, right? I can go on and on about why. I'll share some stuff later on in the video. But let's jump into what we're here for. So IPOR Fusion. I made one video about IPOR Fusion in a couple months ago, just explaining it. Anyone who listened to that video and got in, that's good because you actually got, this 2 hours ago. So you were involved in the fusion points. So if you're in the fusion protocol right now and you have some assets staked there, you're gonna get allocation of their tokens. Actually, when I go to the fusion site, I'll show you guys. Yeah, if you look right here, this is actually the wallet I used on the first video. So I have points here, and this is the position I made, $58. So this position that I made on camera actually earned me some points. So anyone who follow me, you also should have points. What is IPOR Fusion? For like people who are new to IPOR Fusion, I don't want to bore you guys, but they're creating these plasma vaults, which are basically like, protocols are able to build these vaults so that people can stake their assets and earn yield, right? Passively. So I don't have to do much. I just stake that asset and I earn yield on top of the points now. If you're like a fund manager, like someone who manages other people's money, you may want to create a vault for your clients. Here's a couple examples. Tau Labs, they are a asset management company, and they decided to launch a vault on IPOR using Pendle. So, all right, if you're new to DeFi, don't like get scared right now. Just listen to me. So, DeFi tends to be like Lego blocks, right? People call them, you can stack them on top of each other. They interact with each other. All these different protocols speak to each other. So what IPOR allows people to do is they allow you to create a vault, right? Let's take this vault. let's go to there. This is the vault that they're talking about in this. This is the vault that Tau Labs is talking about. This PT bond ETF vault. So PT is just like it's like they have YT and they have PT. For example, you're probably gonna see some PTYT stuff coming on with IPOR. I'm sorry guys, just listen to me. This one is like it's not hard, it's just concept. YT is like if I was to say, I'm gonna give you some money. I don't want all the money back. I just want more exposure to the airdrop points. So let's say I say I have $100 and I want to buy a YT and I'll basically give up that $100 and I'll say maybe I'm only gonna get $50 back or maybe $25, whatever. But I'm gonna get as much points as I would get if it was $1,000. So basically, you get more exposure to the points when you're using the YTs because they're basically yield tokens. Yeah. And then you have PTs, which are like basically regular yield, where if I give you my $100, I want my $100 back and the yield on top. So that's a PT, is I want my money back and the yield on top. A YT is I don't care if I get all my money back. I just want more exposure to the airdrop. You know what I mean? So try to grasp that concept. And that's what Pendle does. That's the token I was just showing you, that drop, Pendle 5. They have PTYT markets. I'll probably do a video on that. It's gonna be very difficult, but I'll do one anyway. So the PT bond ETF vault on Tau Labs is this vault here. Here we go. So what Tau Labs is doing in this vault is they are connecting to all these different places on the Pendle. So as you can see, the money in this vault, which is $1 million plus, which is they were just talking about, is currently allocated to all these different pools. So you have this PT, Hyper. I'm not sure exactly what these are, like each exact thing, but these are all the places your money is, and it's all split up, percentage wise. You have 80,000 in the PT SI USD. Don't worry about this. This is why IPOR is important, because if it was up to a random person to say, hey, I have this USDC asset, right? And I want to get yield on it because I'm getting yield 17%, right? 12%, 17%. It fluctuates. But I would have to do all this random stuff. I would have to know what all this means, and I'd have to then be putting my money into all these things individually and moving it around manually. But because of IPOR, I don't have to do that. It's an automated system for yield, right? So just to look at this, the Volt strategy, the Tau Yield Bond ETF Volt provides diversified exposure to principal tokens, which are PTs, like I was saying, right, across multiple stable coins and maturities from leading protocols such as Pendle Finance. Similar to TradFi bond ETFs, the Vault delivers predictable fixed APRs by systematically rolling over and allocating to high-grade PTs for leading stablecoins. The Vault programmatically optimizes asset allocation, rollovers, rebalances, yield management, and set and forget investor experience. This is what's important. You set and forget it. Everything else is cool, but I don't have to worry about it because I just set it and forget it. This is the power of IPOR, and this is what huge money markets and people who manage money like Tau Labs, or let's go off chain. Let's talk about BlackRock, Fidelity. They manage assets, but you think Fidelity wants to pay somebody to manually sit there and say, hey, every day I want you to come in and figure out what's the best way to do with our money and then move the money and then account for it? No, people don't want to do that. This is what this is talking about here. Funds and fund managers design, deploy, and monitor DeFi strategy with ease using Fusion's customizable risk parameters and versatile architecture to track capital on chain. So basically, IPOR is for people who have funds, and you see all these different protocols are coming on chain. I'm gonna show you guys this stuff. Avalanche RWATVL tops 1.2 billion after BlackRock's 500 million BITO tokenization. This is 57 minutes ago this is October 24th, guys. So, breaking 500 million just tokenized BlackRock's popular. So, these funds are tokenizing assets on chain, guys. Like, this is happening in real time. 3 hours ago, like 500 million. Life changing, man. So, it's not a joke. So why would BlackRock want to use IPOR? Because they don't want to worry about all of this for their client, at least. Maybe they want to hire one guy that sets it up. And the crazy thing is, it's not even hard to set up. This is like, it's supposedly people can set these vaults up in less than 30 minutes to an hour because they're just super flexible and easy to update and integrate. So these these vaults, right, are gonna be really, really valuable in the future once these asset managers come on chain and they're trying to figure out, yo, what do we do with this money? 12 minutes in, guys, I haven't even done deposit. All right. I hope you guys understand. The real point of this video, right? Why did I make this video? I made this video because Fusion now has points. I started the video off with that, meaning if you deposit into this protocol, you will earn a airdrop. Look, let me show you how cool this is. They have a reservoir vault, right? Reservoir, another dope protocol. If you see on this vault, they're managing ETH. They have 25,000 ETH in here. This vault uses wrapped ETH as collateral to borrow USDC on blue chip lending markets. Okay, so they're doing some borrowing and lending automated, so I don't have to do it. Why is this cool? Because not only am I getting the Fusion points, but Reservoir is also doing an airdrop. So when I participate in this vault by just depositing ETH, wrapped ETH at that, I don't have to do anything else. So when I come to the vault, I don't have to do anything. I just deposit my ETH. It does all the work for me. It's doing all the borrowing lending on the back end. And then I just get this APY. And I also get reservoir points and IPOR points. So guys, you don't want to miss this. IPOR could be huge. You're giving out money, right? Just by, you can literally take $100 from your paycheck this week, turn it into USDC, deposit it into one of these USDC vaults, and then you're taking no risk. Let's say you jump into the one we were just talking about, this Pendle one. Well, no, this one is a different vault. As you can see, all the money is in Morpho on this vault, but Morpho is also a dope protocol, so you don't have to worry about Morpho. Super safe project, guys. So you take that USDC, you deposit in here, you get reservoir points, and you get Fusion points, and you get to keep your money. Like I said, you're not taking any risk with your capital for the most part. So definitely, guys, you want to take a look at that. Just so you guys see how easy it is, I'm gonna just run through one real quick. Anyone who's still watching, you're gonna make it, because like only at the end of these videos that's when I start showing you guys how to actually make the money. And like, if you can listen this long and to this type of information, that means you're ahead of the game. That means that when BlackRock is saying, who the hell knows what to do with this money? I don't know what I'm doing. We're just a bunch of Wall Street guys. You know, because you're like paying attention to what's going on in the market, and you know how to front run this new wave of tokenization that's coming, right? So keep that in mind. For example, what we're gonna do, this is the same vault. I'm gonna deposit USDC in here just so you guys see how I'm already connected, just so you guys see how easy it is. Just click deposit. It's already reading my USDC amount that I have. I'm gonna do $80. Okay, I hit approve. That's all I gotta do. And I'm getting access to that super crazy DeFi strategy that I really wouldn't be able to do on my own unless I just sat on my computer full time. I just deposit and it automates that strategy for me. There's a lot of content you guys could watch about IPOR. They've been growing like mad. The last video I made, I don't remember what their TVL was. Everything's approved. Just gonna hit deposit now. I don't remember what their TVL is, but it's been growing like crazy. So show me I'm gonna deposit $79, paying $1 in fees. It's not bad. So 17 minutes in, guys. I'm sorry, but we're cooking. I gotta cook. So here we are. We're in. I haven't get any fusion points, but I'm getting reservoir points, fusion points, and yield. Come on. You guys need to understand how dope this is. For someone who's been into like airdrop farming for a while, this is actually a clean strategy to just get exposure to all these airdrops. And people could actually make these vaults, man. These curators, they're making money. Like Reservoir makes money off these vaults. So if you're a DeFi guy and you think you can make a vault, this is completely open and decentralized. You can see this guy, he only has 11K in his vault, but it's there. So you can do it. Anyone can do it. There's 45K. So even you and your friends can come together and start a vault if you wanted to. And just manage your money, learn DeFi. After this video, you guys should be able to better understand this statement. Transforming liquidity fragmentation into intelligent DeFi yield optimization. IPOR vaults are live. Access automated smart yield on Ethereum base and Unichain and Arbitrum as well. So that's what it is. It's automated smart yields. That's what it is, guys. I hope you guys liked the video. Like I said, go to IPOR, get access to these points. This airdrop can potentially be, at least 4 to 5 figures because they're doing well, man. They have 300 million in total value managed. This is a big protocol and it's growing. Check out IPOR on Twitter too. And there's a video you guys could watch right here. This is a pretty good. Oh no, not this one. This is a pretty good video from Portals.fi. Check it out. It's pretty technical, but if you like DeFi, this is a good video to just kind of understand some of the cutting edge technology. Like I said, don't remember BlackRock is coming in heavy, so don't sleep. Thanks for watching. See you guys later.